William Etty was born in York, England, in 1787. He began his art education at the age of 14, apprenticing to a local printer. In 1807, he moved to London to study at the Royal Academy schools. Etty was a gifted student, and he quickly rose through the ranks of the Academy. In 1824, he was elected an Associate of the Royal Academy, and in 1828, he was elected a full Academician. Etty's art education was heavily influenced by the old masters. He was particularly drawn to the work of Titian, Rubens, and Rembrandt. He spent hours studying their paintings in the galleries of London. Etty was also enamored by the work of contemporary artists such as J.M.W. Turner and John Constable. Etty's most famous paintings are his depictions of the nude figure. He was a master of color and form, and his paintings are known for their sensuality and beauty. Some of his most famous paintings include The Sirens and Ulysses, 1836, which he considered among his greatest works, and which is his largest surviving painting. Sirens was based on a passage from Homer's Odyssey in which sailors attempt to withstand the irresistible song of the sirens. The theme and scale of the painting were probably suggested to Etty by Thomas Myers, who had been encouraging Etty to paint very large canvases. Myers's suggested theme appealed to Etty, who later wrote that it illustrated the importance of resisting sensual delights. Etty made every effort to ensure realism in the picture, going as far as to visit mortuaries to sketch corpses in varying stages of decay, to ensure the accuracy of the cadavers on the beach. The Three Graces, 1824, this painting depicts the three Graces, goddesses of beauty and charm. The Graces are shown standing in a circle, their bodies intertwined. The painting is a celebration of the female form, and it is one of Etty's most iconic works. The Judgment of Paris, 1828. This painting depicts the Greek myth of the Judgment of Paris. Paris was tasked with choosing the most beautiful goddess out of three, Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite. Paris chose Aphrodite, and she rewarded him with the love of Helen of Troy. The work is a testament to womanly beauty, and it is one of Etty's most famous historical paintings. Venus Anadyomene, 1830, this painting depicts the goddess Venus emerging from the sea. Venus is shown standing on a seashell, her hair flowing behind her. The painting is a statement on feminine charm and fertility. The Bather, 1832. This painting depicts a young woman bathing in a stream. The woman is shown standing in the water, her body covered by a thin veil. The artwork is a captivating depiction of the maternal outlook and the fascination of nature. The Toilet of Venus, 1836. This painting depicts the goddess Venus being attended to by her handmaidens. Venus is shown sitting in front of a mirror, while her handmaidens brush her hair and adjust her dress. The painting is an observance of feminine beauty and the rituals of female adornment. Etty was a popular and well-respected artist in his lifetime. He was known for his generosity and his kindness to his students and colleagues. Etty was also known for his love of food and drink. He was a regular at a tavern called the Turk's Head, where he would often entertain his friends with stories and anecdotes. One of the most famous anecdotes about Etty is the story of his encounter with Queen Victoria. In 1843, Etty was invited to present one of his paintings to the Queen. When he arrived at the palace, he was so nervous that he forgot how to bow. He ended up tripping over the Queen's train, but she was gracious and understanding. Another anecdote about Etty tells of his love of bathing. Etty was known for taking long baths, and he would often work on his paintings while in the bath. One day, Etty was bathing when he was visited by a friend. The friend was shocked to see Etty painting in the bath, but Etty simply replied, quote, "I'm just taking a little dip and a dab," unquote. Etty's paintings of the nude figure were often controversial in his lifetime. Some critics accused him of being immoral and indecent. Etty was also criticized for his use of female models. Some people accused him of exploiting his models, and others accused him of having affairs with them. One of the most famous scandals involving Etty occurred in 1840. Etty was painting a portrait of a young woman named Eliza Sharp. One day, Sharp's father accused Etty of having an affair with his daughter. Etty was outraged by the accusation, and he denied it vehemently. The scandal made headlines in the newspapers, and it damaged Etty's reputation. Another scandal involving Etty occurred in 1843, when he was painting a portrait of a young woman named Ellen Terry. Terry was only 14 years old at the time, and her mother accused Etty of molesting her. Etty was again outraged by the accusation, and he denied it vigorously. The scandal was investigated by the Royal Academy, but no charges were brought against Etty. It is important to note that there is no evidence to support the accusations of sexual misconduct against Etty. Both Sharp and Terry accused Etty after he refused to pay them for their work, and it is possible that they made the accusations to get revenge. Regardless of the truth of the accusations, they had a negative impact on Etty's reputation. He was shunned by some members of the art world, and his sales declined. However, Etty continued to paint until his death, and he produced some of his most beautiful work during the later years of his life. Etty's scandals reflect the social attitudes of his time. In the Victorian era, sexuality was a taboo subject, and women were expected to be modest and chaste. Etty's paintings of the nude female form were considered to be shocking and indecent by some members of the public. However, Etty was also a popular and successful artist, and his paintings were admired by many people. Etty's scandals also raise questions about the power dynamics between artists and their models. In the 19th century, artists often had a great deal of power over their models, and they could exploit them in many ways. Etty was accused of exploiting his models by having affairs with them and refusing to pay them. However, it is important to note that there is no evidence to support these accusations. Ultimately, Etty's scandals are a reminder of the complex and often contradictory nature of sexuality and power in Victorian England. Despite the scandals, William Etty remained a popular and successful artist throughout his career. He died in 1849 at the age of 61. Etty is considered to be one of the greatest British artists of the 19th century. His paintings are known for their sensuality, their beauty, and their technical mastery. If you're enjoying the content so far, I would really appreciate it if you could take a moment to subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you'll be the first to know when we upload new videos, and you'll never miss out. Also, don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. It really helps out and lets us know that you're enjoying the content. And if you think this video would be helpful or entertaining for someone else, please share it with them. Finally, make sure to hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Hitting the bell ensures that you'll always be notified when we upload new content. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.